Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Whenever you're looking at this video, I want to tell you about the pregnant to postpartum event that's coming up this Sunday from 12 to 6. It's going to be at 11312 LBJ Freeway in Dallas, Texas. So depending on where you're coming from, it's off of 635 and you will exit Plano Road. It may be a different exit, but that'll give you an idea of where the event is. And what this event is basically like a community baby shower put with a childbirth education class. So I'm not a nonprofit organization. I am the Craftswoman who is hosting the event, and we have some sponsors. So we are able to provide the guests with some free items. So I'm more on education. You know, I'm big on educating yourself before you get pregnant, while you're pregnant, after you get pregnant, and taking your medical issues, and taking full responsibility of your medical status. So, of course, I'm not against doctors or hospitals or anything like that, okay? So, I want to give you all the information that you need when you are pregnant, information for labor, information for childbirth. So, if you don't have any children, but you want to come to the event, even if you don't want to have any children, it is still good for you to come to the event, because when we're talking about postpartum recovery, it's nothing but womb wellness. That's all it is. So we will have a V-steam class, which every woman should be doing their own vaginal steamings. And it is an ancient practice that women have been doing for centuries, so many years, okay? This is an ancient practice that women in Africa and Asia still do. Like, it's common for it to be done. Also in the Caribbean, South America, and the southern parts of the United States. All over the world, women use herbs and heat to heal their womb. And even if you've had a hysterectomy, you still can benefit from a V-steam. So we will be doing an actual V-steam there. So we'll pick somebody out the audience to get a free V-steam. Also, we will be doing a yoga ball workshop. Now, people think the yoga balls or fitness balls, birthing balls, whatever you want to call it, people think that it's just for when you're in labor or during pregnancy. The yoga ball or fitness ball, birthing ball, exercise ball is good for exercise even, after childbirth. You can even use it as a seat, especially after childbirth. But I want you all to know that you can use a yoga ball while you're pregnant, while you're giving labor, of course. That's a popular reason, or a popular way that people see that they're being used while women are in labor. But after you have given birth, especially if you've had stitches, or even an episiotomy, if you tore, the ball can be your chair. And so we'll be talking more about how to use the yoga ball, even if you're not pregnant. But of course, the event is specifically for people who are trying to get pregnant. If you're planning a pregnancy, if you're planning a family, because we'll also have an organization there to help you if you want to adopt. I've met so many people throughout the years who wanted to adopt, and I just had no resource to forward them to give them, no referrals. But now we have an organization that can help you, even if you want to become just a foster parent. I've met people who just want to be a foster parent and maybe not adopt completely. So if you know someone who wants to adopt or become a foster parent, please invite them out to this event. Like I said, if you're planning on getting pregnant, we have fertility information. I'm big on fertility, childbirth, and breastfeeding. So if you're already pregnant, of course, and if you've recently had a baby. Now, if your baby is 2 or 3, yes, you recently had a baby. Even though it was years ago and you don't have a newborn essentially anymore, but you can still benefit from this event. We will have Pampers up until size 3. We also have, as you can see, some bras back there. We have some baby clothes, different baby items. So we have items for your baby or for you that you can choose from. If you want to donate to this event, like if you have a breast pump, a baby bag, a stroller, anything that you want to donate to this event, please just DM The Craftswoman or email contact@craftswoman.com so we can come and pick those items up. You know, the event is in a few days, so we want to get everything before that time. You will also be able to, at this event, to meet a Black midwife. A lot of people think that doulas are midwives. I'm a doula. We are not midwives. So you can actually meet a midwife, learn about birthing in a birthing center. If you don't want to birth at home or in a hospital, a birthing center is another option that a lot of us often don't even realize that is around, is available to us. So everybody don't want to give birth at home, and everybody don't want to give birth in a hospital. So that middle point to me is going to be that birthing center, because you're going to have that medical professional there, and the birthing center is set up like a home. It has beds, showers, tubs, so you can give birth in the way that you want to give birth. We'll also have a chiropractor there. Chiropractic care is important for fertility while you're pregnant. After you're pregnant, you can also get chiropractic care for your newborns. It can help with breastfeeding, teething issues, so many issues, because babies go through trauma as well as they're squeezing out to come into this world. So make sure to RSVP. We have a few free tickets left. If you just want to go straight to the Eventbrite link, go to the Pregnant to Postpartum event in Dallas, and you can register there. It's only $10. Children under 3 are free. We are asking that older children, you keep your older children at home. Space is limited, and this is not a children's event. We will probably have something there because, of course, everybody can't get a babysitter. We'll probably have something there to kind of keep them busy, some type of activity to keep them entertained. But this event is essentially for adults. And, of course, when you have those nursing babies, those small babies, they are attached to you. So we do definitely understand about you bringing your newborn. So don't feel away. We also have a breastfeeding room. So everybody don't like to breastfeed in public, even though this event is very breastfeeding friendly. I am a breastfeeding advocate to the millionth degree. So you can go to a private room and breastfeed your baby. It's not nasty and dirty. You know how sometimes they put you in these nasty, dirty rooms to breastfeed your baby. Have a nice, clean room for you to breastfeed your baby. Also have a a baby diaper changing area in the restroom. We also have a refrigerator. So for those of you who want to pump, freeze your, we have a freezer too. You can freeze your milk or chill your milk, cool your milk. And no matter if you have formula, if you have bottles, anything that you want, the refrigerator is there for you to use. Don't have a microwave, but we do have a refrigerator if you want to pump and store your milk for, traveling. So I want to emphasize the importance of education. As you know, Black women specifically have a high infant and maternal mortality rate in the United States, with all of the fancy hospitals, all of the specialized doctors, and Medicaid and all that stuff. We still have a medical birth crisis, also a womb crisis, as I talk about, with a high number of women getting hysterectomies. Number one reason for getting hysterectomy is fibroids, and we're going to have different things there for fibroids. So if you have fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, suffering from uterine polyps, infertility, this is a great event for you, okay? Birth workers are welcome. That means if you are a doula, a nurse who works in labor and delivery, NICU nurses, sonographers. We welcome you, prenatal massage therapists. We welcome you to come to the event. The Pregnant to Postpartum event, we are celebrating pregnant women. We're honoring pregnant women. And we are also honoring those women who have already gone through the gate, the portal, and brought their babies into this world. So there's so many things that we'll be talking about. I just don't know where the conversation will lead, but if you are one of those people who are named before, you want to come to this event. Also, if you are a spouse, a caregiver of someone who's pregnant or just had a baby, come on out. And remember, postpartum does not equal postpartum depression. Postpartum depression is different than postpartum. So I want to make sure you all take the time out to come out again this Sunday. We don't have events like this often, you know. So it's very important for us to support these events. So without your support, I can't do these events. And without your support, there won't be another event. So make sure that you tell people who are in the Dallas, Fort Worth area. This is North Dallas. So if you're in McKinney, Frisco, come on out. If you're in Cedar Hill, DeSoto, Midlothian, Waco, come on out. It's going to be worth it. It really is. There's a lot of, everybody will be able to get something. So the earlier you come, the better. So I will be having a gift for another gift so the person can get extra stuff if you are the first person to arrive. So make sure you are there at 2 o'clock. We will be getting started. You will be able to hear from different birth workers in the area. You will also be able to participate in the interactive workshops that we have. If you want to become a doula, email contact@craftswoman.com. You can also DM me. Our next doula training will be in December. So be sure to keep in contact with me. It's really better to be on my email list. You can go to the website, craftswoman.com, go to the contact page, enter your information so that you can be added to the email list and you can learn about everything that is going on. Of course, we're not selling emails. We're not sending 50 million emails a day or even a week. We just send out a couple of emails a month just to let you know about special offers and things that are coming up. I do want to talk about, just let me talk a little bit about the pregnancy and childbirth. Okay, so for those who want to, who are not, side note, different subject, but those who want to attend virtually, we are going to create a way for you to watch it virtually. Of course, this is for people who are out of town. If you're in town and you're just like, okay, if you're within your 6 weeks after having a baby, I get it. Yes, you want to just watch it from your phone or your computer or whatever. But if you want to get the recording, message me. And if you want to get the link to watch it virtually, message me so that I can get that to you, because I really want for us to support this event. So, okay, just to talk a little about, I want to do like a little education, tell you a little bit about preparing for birth. So I've written books too. So those will be a part of the getaways. So the giveaways. If you want to get any of my books in the Dark Womb Redemption series, and it's talking about from healing your womb all the way to actual postpartum recovery, you can go to craftswoman.com and get that book, fast and free shipping. Also, we'll have waist beads there too. We will have waist beads for sale, and also waist beads a part of the giveaway, natural body scrubs. So many good things that will be given away. So that's why you need to be there. So if you're planning for pregnancy, of course, you want to start to eat better. You know, make sure that you're hydrated. Make sure that you're picking the right partner, the right person to actually have a baby with. Make sure you don't birth without a doula. That's extremely important. Make sure you vibe with your doula. You want to meet different doulas, ask around. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody who is a doula or who had a doula. So ask around. Also, if you want to get an OBGYN or a midwife, ask around. Somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who had a home birth or out of hospital birth or even in a hospital birth. Midwives, some midwives do work in the hospital as well. You want to start researching your OBGYNs and midwives. Now, some people change faces, so you want to make sure that you have different options available. That's extremely important. So you will be selecting your birth team. On your birth team could be small, it could be big, it could be elaborate. It needs to be what you need. If you need a massage therapist, get you a prenatal massage therapist. If your skin breaks out, you can get an esthetician. If you need somebody to braid your hair, you know, a lot of times we like to get our hair braided. We don't want to deal with our hair while we're pregnant. Reach out and find somebody who does braids. That's a part of your beauty birth team. Chiropractor, like I said before, doula, nutritionist, herbalist. There's so many people that you can add to your birth team and different regimens. So while you are waiting for your birth, one of the important things that you can do is not rush it. That's usually when the complications can occur. Like it can be so much more internal, mentally. Like, don't rush it. Your baby will come out. You will not be pregnant forever. And I know it's easier said than done. We want our babies to be born on certain dates. We want our babies to be born so that we can take this vacation, so we can do certain things that we want to do, study for a test or whatever. But you do want to respect the time that you are pregnant at the end and not rush it. Be patient. We know when you're hitting like 39 weeks, 40 weeks, oh my gosh, the anxiety goes up. Everybody who's calling you is asking you, the baby here, and that is so annoying. Go watch a movie. Go take a short road trip, like a 30-minute, hour maybe, road trip somewhere, just to get your mind off of the birth and get out of your natural surroundings. That will help stimulate labor more than you realize, because just stressing it, oh, is it going to be 40 weeks? Am I going to have a C-section? You know, all these things happen in your mind when you are at the end of your pregnancy. So while you're in your pregnancy, it's good to have a doula, because even if you're not going to be medicated, you're not going to be in your present mind. I'm not going to say you're not going to be in your right mind. You'll be in another mind, state, spirit, everything. It's a whole lot of stuff that's going on that you don't even remember, that you don't recognize, that you will never be able to acknowledge because you just don't know, because you're in a different realm when you are birthing. So that's why it's good to have those extra set of eyes and ears. Videotape your birth, record your birth, take pictures of your birth. So after you have your baby, well, while you're pregnant, you want to make sure that you create your postpartum plan. What's going to be in your postpartum plan? How you going to eat? Who's going to take care of the other children if you do have other children? What's going on with your job? How you going to make income? Are you living off your savings, investments, or, you know, you're working from home? How are you going to make money? How are you going to get your peace of mind? Because you're going to need some type of way to relax, get away from everything, because having a baby is cute. I'm not going to say it's fun. I'm going to say it's spiritual. It's exhilarating, but it's a great responsibility, because you have another person that you are responsible for their everything until they grow and they get more mature and independent. You're going to be that baby's everything. And that weighs a lot on people. And that along with your hormones, being in balance, trying to regulate, and your body is recovering, getting to a well state, it can take a toll on a lot of people. Some people's health are affected after childbirth. So we want to make sure that we're planning for the postpartum period. And I'm going to tell you, you can plan all you want. Sometimes it ain't going to work out the way you planned it. Spouses leave. Jobs are no longer there. Maybe you have to move from your physical residence. So many changes can occur. And right now you need a lot of stability because you have a new baby. So go ahead and start planning, babysitting, working at home, support village. How you going to be your own village? How you going to make it work? Because having a baby is no small feat. It's not a small thing. So yeah, just wanted to give a little bit of advice to those who can't make it to the event and who just probably want to hear what I think about pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum. Look, I'm on YouTube. I got videos on YouTube. My YouTube channel is The Craftswoman. So there's a lot of educational videos. You know, I stopped doing so many videos on birth work because my videos started to get flagged and strike and all that stuff. So I started to stick with the waist beads. I absolutely love waist beads, and I'll be doing it for I don't know how long. So nobody has to ask, do I still have waist beads? I do have waist beads, but birth work is my passion. It's something that I think is extremely important. And we as Black people, we have so many crises. We got mass incarceration, environmental issues. I mean, pick an issue. There's so many issues. There's the school system. There's the medical system aside from childbirth. There's addictions. There's so many things that we need to pay attention to. Politics. There's so many things that everybody should have something that they're working on, whether they do it for a business or anything. It's something that you need to attack, whether it's reproductive justice, gender equality. I mean, there's so many different things that we can work on in our society to help us to get better. So for those of you who are doing legal things to help us in the birthing arenas, there's so many ways people want to get. We want to get more doula coverage, more home birth medical coverage. Want to get more birth centers. There's just so many issues that we have to work on. Pick an issue and stick with it. So childbirth is my thing. That is what I'm focused on. So I have the books, I have the classes on my website, everything that you need to get educated from womb wellness all the way to breastfeeding. So make sure that you mark your calendars. Come out this Sunday. Don't be late. Be early. There's benefits when you come early. Y'all come out to the Pregnant to Postpartum event on this Sunday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. in North Dallas, Texas.